and welcome to Sprinkle of Joy. I am so excited to be here with you today to continue our discussion on the book of Philippians. Yes, today we're going to be talking about the second chapter of the book of Philippians. And so, what do we remember about the first chapter of Philippians? Well, Paul wrote this letter. He was in prison while he wrote it, and he wrote it to the people of Philippi to encourage them and to talk to them about the importance of having joy in every situation. Chapter 1 focuses on joy in suffering. No matter how tough things get, we should always feel the joy of the Lord because there's always something good that can come out of every situation that we encounter. Now let's jump into Philippians chapter 2 and let's see what Paul wants to teach us today. Philippians 2 verses 3 to 4. Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Don't look out only for your own interest, but take an interest in others too. But what does serving mean? Serving is to help others, to assist others, or to think about others before thinking about our own selves. A selfish person says, I'm only going to think about myself and what's best for me. But a person with a servant heart will say, I want to put others' needs before my own. We must think about others, just like Jesus taught us to do. Let's look at Philippians 2, this time verses 5 to 7. You must have the same attitude that Christ Jesus had. Though he was God, he did not think of equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, he gave up his divine privileges. Although Jesus was God, he didn't think to himself, I'm too good for those people down there on earth. I'm gonna stay up here in heaven and enjoy my time here, right? He came down and he lived among us and he even gave his life for us because he loved us so much. So Jesus is the greatest example of someone with a servant heart, and we should try to be just like him every day of our life. There is joy in serving others. Let's take a look at a video and let's see what serving others looks like. This is Sasha. Sasha wants to serve others. She feels in her heart the desire to help those in need. She goes to find her parents and see if they have any ideas on how she can do this. Her mom suggests that maybe she can donate some of her clothes to other little girls that need it. What a brilliant idea! Sasha starts going through all of her drawers, looking for clothes to donate. When she's done picking them, they head out to donate the clothes to a local church that collects items for people in need. They walk in with Sasha's box and they are all super excited to bless someone. A few days later, Luna, a little girl, receives a box with clothing items. Luna and her family are struggling. Her parents lost their jobs and they can't afford to buy her clothes. She's so happy to receive this donation, and this has all been possible thanks to God and Sasha's willingness to serve others. Sasha felt so much joy knowing she helped someone in need. She began to think on what the next thing would be that she could do to serve others and be like Jesus. What an amazing example of what serving others looks like. To help others and to serve, you don't always have to give up physical things. Sometimes we can just give our time. Maybe one day you hear that your church or your community is gathering food and supplies for people in need. And you can go up to your parents and say, hey mom, hey dad, can you take me to that place where they're gathering supplies for people in need? I want to help in any way that I can. And maybe you can help them by sorting food or putting foods in bags. That's a great way to serve and give your time. Another way to serve is by giving your attention. Some people are in need of your attention. For you to put your tablet down or your toys down and to give them your time. Maybe it's just a hug that they need. Or maybe they just need to play with someone and no one else wants to play with them. So you give them your time, you give them your attention, and you play with them and spend time with them. We're not going to completely ignore our needs, but we're going to take the needs of others as if they were our own. By doing this, we are shining the light of Jesus and spreading His love and His kindness. What a blessing to know we can have joy in suffering, but also there is joy in serving others. See you next time. Remember, you can go through life expecting to be served, or you can look for opportunities to serve others.